Alright, party people. Welcome back to Game and Compute. Welcome back to the podcast. Today, I want to talk about a little bit about one payment gateway, in particular, Stripe payments. So, when it comes to Stripe payments on Spotify for podcasters, I'm not too wise at times, because, I'm not trying to knock myself or belittle myself, but, I don't always think about every option of certain things, certain solutions. But okay, so I think I mentioned before how I was having trouble when I found out that, good news, one of my pods is newly monetized again. So, short recap. Anyone who is using Anchor.fm for podcasting. Now, Anchor was by Spotify, but I think Anchor.fm just stopped. Maybe, because I still have an ad from them, so I don't really know what is going on. I have a newly active ad from Anchor, even though, I don't know how to explain it, so whatever. So basically, Spotify for podcasters in March of 2023 started just, it was like if you were on Megaphone or Anchor.fm or maybe other platforms, you would basically log in and you were only using Spotify for podcasters. I mean, for Anchor.fm, at least it was that way. I don't know how it was for Megaphone or other platforms, but for Spotify for podcasters, that's where we were, guys. So I ended up finally checking my email for that Gmail account that's connected to the pod, and lo and behold, they had sent me a confirmation email related to the ambassador ads. So basically, the issue that I was having is, a while ago, let's say 3 weeks ago or so, during June, I saw on one of my podcasts that it's like, oh, you're eligible for ambassador ads. And then it didn't say anything. It was just like, it said zero money or whatever, and then it didn't really say anything else. And all of a sudden, like 2 or 3 days ago, I went on to that pod to probably upload or something, and it, by the money tab, because I'm on my phone, and on the money tab, it says, it has this like red exclamation mark, and I'm like, that wasn't there. So I'm like, oh no, like, what now, like, do I owe money, like, what, like, are they charging me? But no, it said my RPMs, my CPM details, that I had a new ad available, a host read ad that I needed to record, and so it had a button where I could start to record, and the button said access Spotify, in the money tab, it said access Spotify payouts dashboard. So when I clicked on that, nothing really happened. It went to Stripe. Well, first talked about the ad, and it told me about the ad, and it said you need to record your host read ad, and it said all the information that I needed to put, and then just kind of like some kind of recommendations and stuff, and then it was like, well, to do that, you have to first set up your Stripe payments account, and when I clicked on that, I got this other message. I screenshotted these and I'm looking at the screenshots. It said, failed to activate payments. There was a problem activating your payments. And then it says retry as an option. And then there's a big X at the bottom. So there's only the option to retry or to click the X. So I thought, because I was trying to use either Chime or PayPal to connect to my Stripe payments account, the reason why I was trying to use one of those is because I don't want it going to my normal bank, because I want it to show in a completely different account that I have the card's already activated, I already used the card a little bit, but it's not my main account. So I was like, I don't want this linked to my main account, because what if I want to track where the money is coming and going from? I want it all in one place, you know? And because I recently got a PayPal debit card connected to that PayPal account, I was like, well, why don't I just connect it to either my Chime or my PayPal? Because I use those a little bit. Like, I have money in both of those accounts, and I use them. But it's kind of like I use them when I don't want to use my main bank. And sometimes I do that. I'm just like if I'm making maybe like a purchase for, you know, like when I reactivate my Shopify store or something like that, then it's like, okay, I'll choose a different type of account, because like all the little e-commerce and digital marketing type of things, I like to have them coming out not of my main bank account, because I don't want to be like taking that money. Like the money that's in these other accounts is from other stuff. Like if somebody gives me, like a parent gives me holiday money, or, you know, somebody gives me birthday money, or, you know, like some payout from some random thing or some refund or whatever, you know, I get some kind of money back from something, I usually load it onto one of those types of cards. I have other cards. I have like a Novo business card, business debit card. Like I have different cards. But the point is, the cards don't have like a fee every month. And so I just keep money in them, and then it's like they're for like specific reasons. Kind of. Not really, but I don't really spend it on like my groceries or like my daily kind of expenses. So there's that. And so yeah, I was like, I'll just do that, you know. And it didn't work with Chime, so I was like, well, let me try it with PayPal. And I'm like, well, maybe it's because they're not like big enough banks, you know, because they are connected to like a bank, but it's like maybe I need like a major bank like Chase or something like that. And I hadn't tried that account. I don't have a Chase account right now, but I hadn't tried like a major like mainstream bank account. It was like one of these other accounts. So I was like, well, let me just not do it, you know. So I just decided not to. And then yeah, after deciding not to, I basically went and decided to post or try to, I was trying to research like what the problem was, and nobody else seemed to have the problem. So I'm like, okay, like people were saying that they were having issues getting their money from Stripe. And I think I've used Stripe before. I think I had an account before, because I think my old podcast ad revenue was from was connected to Stripe. But this is like, you know, over a 2-year period where I don't think I really cashed out more than maybe once. And so it's not like I remembered like what account it was set up on, and it was on one of these like random cards that I never really used for much. So yeah, I basically had that situation going on, and it was fine, you know, it was fine. I was like, okay, cool. And then yeah, like I checked my email and it just popped into my head. Why don't I check my email? Because I never checked that email account. So let me just check it and see if it says anything. And it did have an email that, walked me through the steps of confirming my bank that I had set it up to, my card that I had set it up to, the Stripe payments account, and then the other account for just the I had to have a Spotify account, which I had the Spotify for Podcasters account, but I have one personal Spotify account. I guess now I technically have two, but I mean, I have one. So, yeah, guys, it was a long little road, but figured it out. Now I don't have to freaking deal with it anymore, and I feel much, much better. I like it when I'm able to resolve issues. I've got some other issues going on with, some ad management account for Facebook and some other Instagram accounts that got banned. So I need to kind of look into those and see what's going on. But one at a time. I'm not going to spend all day doing these things because I can spend all day trying to figure it out. With the other project I did, if you guys remember, that other money making project I did, I really was, things were put to a halt multiple times because of all these different issues, and some of those issues are the ones that I never resolved. So yeah. Alright, guys, that's all I really had to say. Just wanted to put some details out there because I did kind of vaguely talk about in the daily episode how I got that resolved, but I feel like that those were the details behind the situation. It was just, I need to check my emails. I don't really use those accounts for anything though, so I never check the emails, honestly. I've got so many Gmail accounts because I've got so many things going on. It's like in every single one, I like to separate it out with a separate Gmail account. I don't like everything going to my personal account because I'm already getting so many messages because I do like that secret shopper stuff on occasion. So I'm already getting multiple secret shopper gig opportunities 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times a day. And then because I've been applying to jobs online, I'm getting all the other spam that they're selling my email to all these other places. And so I'm getting a whole bunch of junk emails. And I mean, all my accounts have junk emails, but it's I don't actively use the other accounts. There's one account that when I sign up for stuff that I don't want coming to my Gmail account, I send it there. But I haven't had anything like that lately. Way back how they used to have, you go somewhere and there'd be a clipboard outside of a Best Buy or something to sign up to get advertisements for one free trial 30-day video game or something. Yeah, they don't have that kind of stuff around too much anymore, so I'm not on any email list from that. I'm more on email lists because other sites sell my email to other places, and so I don't really want that, but that's just kind of how life goes. It's annoying because these other accounts I don't even really use, and it's just kind of funny that they I'll check and it's 90 missed emails from what? I wasn't even on here. I didn't even check it for 3 months probably. It's I don't even know how long. At least everything's saved in my phone because oh my goodness, I really need to back up all my stuff. I need to back up everything. Cuz all my passwords are saved in my phone. I have a Google Drive with a Google Drive document that has a lot of them on there too, but not a lot of they're not all up to date, and they're not all. It's not every single account that I have because almost every app has a freaking login. I'm using CapCut. It has a login, but depending which account I'm using it on different accounts for different types of projects. So I don't want to have everything combined. I don't like having everything combined. If I'm doing game and compute stuff, it's all game and compute stuff, I don't want it all combined in my personal email. Then I'm gonna be like missing messages and stuff. I mean, I'm already not checking messages, so it's like, but I don't want to be getting all those messages to my personal account. Like, the only people I really want to hear from is my brother and people who want me to interview for jobs. I don't want to hear from anybody else. Like, there are no other emails that I get that are worth my time most of the time. So, but that's it, guys. Figure that out. I'm gonna go eat dinner. It's like 7 o'clock. I'm hungry. I'm tired. I'm just over it for today. Had a good day, and that's it for now. Thanks for listening.